Hello and welcome. This is Jennifer McGuire. Today I have a product release close-up video for you. This is a video that I do whenever I am really inspired by a release from a company, and I share some ideas for the products and also look at all the products. This is the newest release from Simon Says Stamp called Falling For You, and there's lots of stamps, dies, stencils, and more in the collection. So let's go ahead and start with the first stamp set. It's extra special to me because my friend Sherry Carroll designed it with my daughter in mind, Lila, and I am over the moon about this stamp set. I have a video that I'm putting up today using the stamp set, in fact. I love the little girl holding the heart up to the sky, and there are some great sentiments to go with it, like you have the biggest heart, sending you my love, you have my heart. And also there's the other little girl that you can put little balloons coming from her hand. So there are many things you can do with this set, and I like that it's pretty simple to color, so you can get some good coloring practice. I believe there are also dies that coordinate with this if you want to get those too. So again, click here and you can go see a video that I did showing how I use this stamp set. I also like those heart balloons. You could put them in the hand of any little critters or little girl or boy stamps that you may already have too. Another stamp set in this release that I find very inspiring is the circle sayings. These are just circles of sentiments, and there's a few different sentiments here. I think this would work great on any card because it's always fun to add a circle element to a card. Also, if you want to kind of draw a focal point or draw attention to a certain spot on a card, maybe the focal element or whatever, you could stamp one of these circular greetings in the background in a light ink. I also think these would be fun around, say, a circular window on a shaker box. And in fact, I stamped these on a shaker box window in the video that I'll link to here. So all you need to do for these, you want to really make sure they stay in their perfect circle when you mount them on your acrylic block. So what I do is I peel them off the stamp set, and then I just take the stamp and I just drop it onto my table. And when I drop it, it'll kind of take its natural form. And then you just want to take your acrylic block and put it right on top. And that's a perfect way to make sure that your stamp is mounted on your acrylic block in a perfect circle and it isn't like kind of wonky on there. So just drop it right onto your table and then put your acrylic block on top of it. There are many different sentiments in that set, so I think it'll go a long way. Another new set is the Lovely Spring. A lot of elegant images here. You can also build some of these up to create a nice layering. I really love the look of white pigment ink on craft note cards with some bright dye ink on top, and I think this set would be great for that. You can stamp the wreath with the white ink and then some of those little flowers with colorful ink on top of that. And then I like that the sentiments are small and can fit into tight areas. Another one that's new is the baby party animals. I cannot wait to turn these little baby party animals into birthday balloons. So I want to color them, add a little knot on the bottom of them and some string, and have a little bouquet of balloons and all these different little party animals. They're also pretty simple images to practice your coloring, which makes them great. Next, we have the dotted alphabet and numbers, and I'll be honest, I wasn't sure about these at first, and then it dawned on me. Since these just put tiny little dots, they're kind of subtle, it'd be fun to stamp these like maybe a person's name and a light ink, and then stamp happy birthday with black ink right over it. So it's kind of like a backdrop to personalize your cards, and I cannot wait to use those. Now we have the falling backgrounds and the solid falling backgrounds. These are inspired by the stencil and die backgrounds that Simon Says Stamp has had in the past. You can build up backgrounds with these. I also like that these are sized perfectly, that you can stamp the solid in one color and then stamp these open ones here in another color directly on top of it. So lots of fun techniques you can do with these together. They are sold separately, but you can use them together. The solid images would be great for kind of a backdrop for a stamped image that you've cut out and put on top of it. And then the other set I think would be great for building backgrounds. They're tiny little hearts, stars, raindrops, and dots, and I think it would be perfect for forming a background either vertically or horizontally on a card. This brings us to the 4 falling background stamps, and I am so over the moon about these. I've loved the stencils and dies that have this design, and I'm so excited to have red rubber stamps with them now because they work great with any inks. They're 6x6, so you can stamp vertically or horizontally on a card. I really love the hearts and the stars. That's just something I'll reach for often. The raindrops go great with any of your rainy day sentiment stamps or your sunshiny sentiment stamps. And then the dots, you can use that for snowfall or for birthday confetti on a birthday cake. A lot of things you can do with these backgrounds, and because it's red rubber, lots of techniques you can do too. Now this stamp, I will admit, I'm going to sit here and play with the stamp all the time because I'm so excited about it. It's the diagonal stripes. They're great width stripes. Again, you can stamp this vertically or horizontally on a card. And this is a great stamp for tone on background. I love having diagonal lines on cards. It's a great way to kind of shake up a card. Also, it's great to do even just a white background with black stripes for something bold, and then just put something simple and colorful in the center. This is one of those stamps that I am going to be reaching for an awful lot. And then there is the adorable tiny alphabet background with diagonal text. It's actually just the alphabet repeated, so it doesn't distract from your sentiment on your card. This is great for adding a little bit of something on the background of a card, but not be too distracting. This one will also be great for techniques. I think it would be so cool, just white heat embossed on watercolor paper, then add a wash of bright watercolors over it. Just fun and interesting. And again, since it's red rubber, you'll be able to use it with any inks and use it with lots of techniques. I'm just going to sit here and pet this stamp because I like it so much. Okay, now for dies, the first is this giant die set. The biggest circle is 5.5 inches wide. This is great because you can make large circle shaped cards. Now the smallest die in here is 1 inch wide. So these dies change in size by 1/2 inch in diameter, going down from 5.5 to 1 inch. So these are just a good basic set of nesting circles, and I like that they go bigger than most of the nesting circle dies that I've seen out there. So you can do shaped cards with this, and you can also create window cards, you can create shaker cards, and I've used these in another video. A nice thing about these is the circle seines that I showed you earlier fit nicely between some of these. So you can cut like a ring with the circle dies and then stamp the circle seine on that ring. So you can use these two together and create a really dynamite card. I'll tell you one thing that I really want to use these nested circles for, and I hope to do a video soon. I want to cut a rainbow out of these circles and just do all the circles together in a rainbow and then cut it in half, and you'll end up with 2 rainbows, and you can make a card from that. And I just can't wait to do a rainbow shaped card with these dies. Then we have the Delicate Friends die. Check out how perfect that is. You could even cut the S off of this and just have friend. This is one of those dies that's great for adding on top of things on cards, right above your sentiment. I'll be reaching for this one often too. Now for stencils, there's a circle dot stencil. I can't wait to use this with different colors of embossing paste, just create my own colors of embossing paste for a fun kind of birthday party background. You could also go elegant by doing like silver embossing paste on this. Now the stencils that really caught my eye and I'm just so excited to use are the Bokeh Lights stencils. This is actually a set of 3 stencils that come together. One has big circles, the other has medium circles, and then the third has tiny circles. So you can use these separately, or you can layer them on top of each other. So first ink with one stencil, and then ink with the next stencil, and then ink with the final stencil. You can layer some dye inks and pigment inks for cool effects. You could even like sponge color over these and get really soft looks. But when you layer them together, you get really cool results. I really like this idea of having stencils that go together, or they can be used separately. So also along with this release, Simon Says Stamp actually just released a new ink color. Simon Says Stamp inks are one of my favorite because they're the formulation that stamps kind of dark and splotchy at first, but slowly absorbs into the paper and evens out. Well, they've recently, a few weeks ago, released this new color called Pale Blush Pink. It's a great skin tone color. So here you can see what it looks like when you first stamp it. Dark, splotchy, not impressive, but check it out when it dries. It's just beautiful. It really is like the perfect light peachy pink color. It's beautiful, and I really don't have any colors like this, so it's a great addition to my ink collection. So there you have a look at the newest release from Simon Says Stamp. I rushed through it so I could show it all to you. If you're interested in the products, they're linked below in my YouTube description. You can also go to my blog at jennifermcguireinc.com where I'll have much more information. I hope this video is helpful in deciding if any of these products are right for you and how you can use them. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the YouTube comments or over on my blog. Thanks for watching.